Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and hello Instagram. Hello everybody. So this is for both YouTube and Instagram, and we're going to talk about my tarot process. I have a few things that I want to achieve and cover in this little chat. So a few things about my tarot process, what I do, what I don't do in a tarot reading, what you can expect, and just a recap on reading rules, okay? So how to book a reading with me, what to expect, and what are the kind of little rules that we may have. And I will actually, in this video, I will turn the camera down and we will look at a sample reading together to show you guys how I read, so you know what to expect again. So this is all in the effort of catching up with you, being in front of you. I know a lot of you have missed my talking head for some time. I have been a little bit missing in action on YouTube. And yeah, so we'll catch up. So basically, happy Thursday, okay? Today is August 29th, 2024. Back to school season, okay? A lot of us are coping and dealing with that, prepping things. A lot of us are also in, you know what, a situational crossroads, if you will. So I have been blessed to be reading for a lot of people, okay, in person. Thank you, God. We have the store, the Lucky Gem, where I reside. If you are from YouTube, you may not know, but this is where I do the readings. So it's a lovely crystal shop. And it's been a blessing, really, the growth of, you know what, the number of clients. And at the same time, the, I'm not going to call it maturity, but having done so many now in person and post-COVID and whatnot, me as a reader, I have developed, I've evolved, okay, as well. It's always a work in progress, guys. So up front, first and foremost, what is a tarot reading, for God's sake? Okay, some common questions, and especially some common questions from folks who are afraid that the tarot is one way or another takes them out of their faith, that the tarot is a wrong practice, that there is something demonic about tarot, that, you know what, you may open doors to God knows what. Okay, notice I say God knows. So just so you know, your reader, Marwan Elkordy, Marwan is a Muslim, okay? I am married to a Catholic. We both practice. Tarot has nothing to do with religion or faith, just so you know. However, some bad apples have made it that way. Some bad apples, okay? Some fake readers, some fake psychics have made it that way, to cling to a message that if you hate religion, if you hate this, if you hate that, we are your tribe. So that's not how we do it here. So let's just define what we do first. What is a tarot reading with Marwan like? Okay, so let me do this. So basically, guys, the way it goes is I'm trying to help. Okay, let's take it from square one, really. I'm trying to help. I don't need, okay, to read for anybody. I don't need that. We have the store. The store can, you know what, do things for us. But I want to read. I enjoy reading. I enjoy the act of helping others. You know, having been in many life situations where, God, it would have been nice if someone can just point you in the true right direction, okay? I would like to do that for others. And God knows I've had this help, okay? Not necessarily from readers, but situations in life. You find people who are trying to help, who are showing you different ways of looking at a particular problem, situation, and sometimes we ignore them. So in tarot, and especially in my tarot, okay, and I'm going to mention just a big thanks to my late mentor, Vincent Petici, still absorbing the news of his death, May 7 of this year. I just learned 2 weeks ago, but I have learned a lot of this from that mentor, from this guy, that people have situations, people want answers. If they're going to sit across from you, Marwan, if they're going to sit across from you, they want answers. They want answers to real situations. So let's just start by saying, if you want to book a reading with me, you need to have a question. You need to have a specific situation that you want us to look into. How will we do that? Okay, we are looking at the very, very majority of readings, someone is trying to achieve a certain something. Someone has a goal, someone has a hurdle, someone has a situation. They're trying to deal with it. So the way I do it, okay, with this type of a reading, which is the majority of the readings, just so you know, is we spread 10 cards. And the goal is, really, we're trying to map and break down the question that my client has into 6 very, very key segments, guys, that are pretty much in everything that we do. What, why, how, and when, where, and with whom. Okay? What, why, how, and when, where, and with whom. Okay? If I can spark an idea for you, if you and I can together see one of those elements of your situation or goal or question. See, the situation is the goal, is the question. If I can spark a new idea for you in one of those elements, with one of those elements, and if you could find new light so that you can take a step to improve your life, to fix something, I think we've done a decent job. So let's just define it to that. That is a good tarot reading. Anything else that people come to us for, mediumship, channeling this, connecting to late person, people who have passed. I mean, I see some who practice, some who make the claims, but this is not our claim. This is not my claim here. You know, I'm a little bit more focused on something you can actually take away and act upon. But if I keep it to what I feel, you know, how I see the message being channeled and what spirit may want to say, and that's a very stretchy word, by the way, spirit. A lot of guys and girls on YouTube use that when they're stuck. If we leave it to that, then what the heck do you have to do? Okay, you came, you paid, you got a reading, and the reader is telling you it's all going to work itself out. You just got to be patient. What's missing here? You're out of control. You're 100% out of control. So now you're going to give control to either that reader or you're up in the air, not doing anything. God knows that defines complacency. God knows complacency is the devil. Okay, so if you watch any of my readings, I really talk about the devil as that energy that wants you to feel good and sit on your, and not do much when you really should be. And so that's not how we do it. No, my aim is, I want a question from you. We're going to spend 15 to 20 minutes on that question. By that time, I better have a fluent, answer for you. And it really does not require more than that per question. So this is something I'm doing going forward. 15 to 20 minutes, that's the question. It has a price. It's $40 Canadian at the moment, at the time I'm publishing this video, which is on August 29th, 2024. And basically, one question, one spread. No question, no reading. No question, I'm not interested in reading you cold. I have nothing, that I have nothing to compel me to try to impress you that I'm a good reader. I've established myself already, known on YouTube, in person. I have repeat clients. God knows I'm hoping to help. So let me make things practical for you. And now, if you have more than one question, that's when we say, okay, so we may spend 40 minutes together. But still, 15 to 20 minutes per question, and you'll have a good answer. And you'll have good direction, and you will find validation, okay? So let me now look at a couple of notes that I just wanted to cover to make sure we did this. Yes, so I also noticed something, guys, and this is not about a money grab or this or that, but people who don't pay up front, a lot of them are so easy to not show up. So this is one day, for example, I had a no-show today, and I completely understand it. Stuff happens in life. But what clients may not understand also is that if I have a reading here at 9 at the store, we open at 10, so I'm scheduling this outside of store hours on purpose, okay? I am not just getting up at 8 to be here at 5 to 9. No, stuff takes prep, okay? So when I have readings, I'm surely awake at least 2-3 hours before. This is the back end of the business, This is my process. This is how I do it. But basically, my time should be respected. So no shows, I can't help it. We have ways to communicate. We have ways to call each other. Also, a cancellation the minute of it does not count. Okay, it's a no-show in my book. That's what we do. We gotta have a question. 40 Canadian dollars per question, 15 to 20 minutes, practical. And so come and expect us to have a discussion. What else? We pay up front. Okay, if you're booking online, if you guys are from YouTube, a lot of you have done this, okay, and I love you, right? I love you a lot, but a lot of you have done this. You've come to Instagram, you DM me, you started a conversation, and then when I'm trying to schedule the reading, you're not there. So what was that all about? You want my Instagram? Come and follow, guys, but please don't occupy my time if you're not, committed. I think we've covered it. So how do I read? Let's look. I just did a 10 card spread here. Let me turn the camera so you could see a bit better also here. How do I read? Here's our 10 cards. Okay, like I say, what, why, how, and when, where, and with whom. Credit goes to some of these position meanings, okay, to the late Vincent Petici. Rest in peace, Vince. You are constantly missed, but you're not forgotten. Alrighty. 10 cards. What, why, how, and when, where, and with whom. The first 2 cards I'm discussing with you. And we're trying to break your question apart. Okay, so we see a king here that represents knowledge. And then we see the star card. And there's so much I could say to you about the star moment. The star moment is a moment of either I'm seeking alignment. Well, I could also be having mixed feelings. I could also be trying to be in the elements. There's a lot that can be said. So now you see why we need a question. Okay, so we're puzzling the question, the situation here with the first 2 cards. The third and the fourth card talk about what you are doing currently in the immediate term. Okay, so we want to know what you are doing currently in the immediate term and what result you're hoping to achieve. Here it looks like this is a 2 of wands, this is a 2 of coins. The number 2 is about decisions. Okay, now the number 2 is about decisions, and this is something that I need to decide maybe with a sense of urgency, but I'm hoping my decision lasts and gives me the result that I hope for a long term. So giving consideration to that decision, that's when I say, okay, that's position 3 and 4, but it also works with position 7. And we have a hangman here who is saying, take some time. Take some time. Slow down a little bit, okay? So you can make some correlations between some of the cards. It's not just a linear process to read, okay? So we touched on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. What is 5 and what is 6? 5 describes the ability, okay, to create change. There's the number 5 in position 5, and the element is that of cups, water, flexibility, fluid, change, smooth. So looks like that person, whatever that goal is they're trying to achieve, has the ability to enact the change, to affect the change, and in a smooth way. Or is it? You see? So Marwan does not go like that and read reverse and, oh my God, it's reverse. How can we do this? No. We got to dance around the question. You and I are trying to figure it out. So we have to dance around the question and ask, is that an asset or is that what you better be hoping that you are achieving? A smooth transition, Then we look at also opportunities that may be coming, opportunities that make sense for you. And here comes the 4 of Swords, suggesting that a rational thought process, a rational thought process might allow you to stabilize that situation, okay? To have a foundation for it so that then you can take it into growth, into achievement, into maybe even, taking it to the next level. Can I say that? And I'm trying to get into the frame here. I don't know how much of me will show for, especially for Instagram. So with that, I'm starting to weave a message now. I'm starting to weave a message and say, hey, listen, this could be big. However, we need to slow down a little bit. We need to understand the impact of that decision, because if we take the right steps, you really have an opportunity here to transform, to do a 180, to do a shocking kind of an achievement here with the Death card sitting there at the purpose position. Okay? So we go back and forth and back and forth. But look at this reading, is quite interesting. There's another 2 here. What can I say? 3 2s, decision. But this one here is kind of, it's a 2 of, I like what I feel. I feel good when I'm with you. This is not a love reading, just so you know. But I feel good about you. I feel good about the choice, the decision. So the message is, slow down a little bit, okay? There are some pieces of knowledge that will come to you. And the timing note here sits what? The High Priestess. This is a person, this is an energy, okay, that has a lot more than book knowledge. So my answer here to this spread, what am I saying about this spread? Listen, my friend, I know you're conflicted. I know you feel the urge to take a decision. Look at the 2 cups also here with the star moment. Look at the King of Coins, who wants completion, finality, and taking on the next step. I know you've got decision on your mind. However, be prepared for some changes to come. When they come, you will incorporate them in a better plan. A better plan, okay? A better plan that serves your transformative purpose or goal. And here comes the possibility. You understand the decision that you are making and you feel solid and good about it, okay? So we spent a little bit of time now talking about this spread, and this is obviously cold. Nobody's asked the question, but that should give you guys some clue, some idea as to how I would read on a specific topic. There's a message that came up right now. I'm gonna be back to that frame. There's a message that came up in a few minutes, right? And when it is in a reading process, we're breaking it down a bit slower. We're going back and forth on some of these positions, and by that time, okay, if I've spent 5 minutes reading this, by that time the client has something to say. And if they don't have something to say, I have something to ask. Does that align with you? I'm getting a whole bunch of things that say to me, slow down a little bit here. What is the urgency? And then we look at card positions, and the client has a few notes now to think about that are new, that are seen by someone who is emotionally detached from their situation. You see, a tarot reader needs to be this way. If you're going to be a pro, if you're going to be good at it, you have to have this boundary, emotional boundary established. You're an empath. You like to help people, but that's where it stops. It doesn't become a process of feeling what they're feeling, getting them to open up emotionally, and especially if they are stressful situations. So yes, we want to be empaths, but as a reader, my goal is to save your energy for your next step. This is how I read, guys. This is the way it should be. By all means, I'm unapologetically bragging about this. This is how you read tarot fluently. This is how you read tarot ethically. This is how you put your client first. And this is how you save your sanity if you're going to be a reader too. Okay. I hope that this has, you know what, given you some idea. I hope it wasn't too long. God knows Instagram, man. I can't figure you guys out. Instagram, I mean, 30 seconds and 1 minute reels. I can't do that and tell a story. So we had to have this chat for you guys on Instagram. On YouTube, you guys know now, you can book by coming to the website, theluckygemshop.com. You can join on Instagram, DM, but really just book. If you want me to take you serious, book, and then we'll schedule through the booking app, theluckygemshop.com. You guys can give me a call if you're local, if you're in Canada, especially Ontario. Okay, so many ways to connect with you, and I hope that this has helped give you an idea on how I read tarot. In it was a little bit of also a few hints on how tarot should be done, if it is to be done practically and real and to help people. As always, YouTube and Instagram, you guys should know we do love you madly. And bye for now, guys.